It's more for, the usual stuff, so people see who's talking, but apparently the website's down, so there is... Bless you.
Wait, why the fuck am I on 2 HP?
Fights, remember?
Oh yeah.
That's why.
Oh yeah, I never healed myself after it. Oh yeah,
Nope.
because sometimes... wait. Oh no, never mind.
You would technically only be at 1.
No, I'm currently at 2 with 2 temporary hit points.
No, you have 0 temporary hit points because you were made unconscious.
Wait, why was I made unconscious?
Zylgor. Followed by Zylgor.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Zylgor hit you like her.
Zylgor hit you like a fucking train.
Speaking of Zylgor.
Hello. Welcome, and shit's fucked, by the way, because shit's apparently fucked tonight, so... just deal with the scuff. We normally have reactive images. I went offline to try and fix it. It's apparently fully, just completely fucked. I will fix it at some other point in time.
Was there like no way of accessing the Discord data just to like put a little lot?
It's not
I'll
that.
be right back.
It's not that. So the way it works is it works via connecting to Discord, and it currently cannot connect to Discord because the server for Fuji Tech is down. So it's nothing that I can do. Is that
a camera company?
Yes, it is. There is genuinely fuck all I can do about it. So we're just gonna have to deal with the scuffness for tonight. Sorry if things are not working. I will try and get them working as quickly as physically possible. Outside of that, don't at me.
Feel free to aim everyone.
Yes, do it.
Ryce, I swear to God, I didn't make my Twitter just to be added.
Wait, what's his Twitter? So we get
I'll put it this way: it's almost like the channel's called it. It's almost like it's for the channel. I'll give you a guess.
Oh no, we just link it. Like we can just tell out your personal one.
Oh, I don't have a personal Twitter. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm not a psychopath. Ryce can sell my personal Facebook, but
Oh, even
I can.
Wait a second, are you a pensioner?
I mean, me and Ryce are both pensioners, so yes. Both old as shit.
What have you seen the Queen for her entire life?
Nope. But anyway, who wants to pick us up off where we last were?
Well, a moment ago you told me that my character was eaten alive.
Yes, you were being eaten alive. By Zylgor. Jesus Christ, we needed to know that. Cam is here, whilst Cam is also not here, apparently, according to Discord. It might be a Discord problem.
Yes, yeah, sorry, I'm here. I'm trying to get something done.
No, it's Discord is saying that you're offline, whilst the Discord is saying that you're online simultaneously because you're in the call. It's like, Discord's fucked.
No, you can just appear offline.
I know. But... Oh, cool. Great. And music has immediately...
Oh yeah, I forgot you actually joined the roll-playing.
No, I was like, music isn't actually working, and I was like, oh yeah, no, that would be right. I need to turn the music on. That would be a good shout, because I am smart. After you had just finished up in your pit fights.
Oh yeah.
And
work.
people were hurt. Zylgor was victorious for reasons.
Oh yeah, have we received medical assistance?
You have. You are on 1 HP. For now.
talk about wait, do I still... Oh yeah, I don't have my temporary
Yeah.
hit points. I was about to ask.
I don't think temporary hit points help when you go beyond 0. Don't think they're going to do much.
Yeah, they don't.
It's like putting on a leather jacket when you've just been stabbed. It's like getting stabbed and then putting on a stab-proof vest. Immediately after.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
So wait a thing. How long is it till the duos fight starts?
Another couple of hours.
Perfect. Plenty of time.
But unless you are telling the caravan leader that you may be left behind if you don't tell him.
Oh, I think I'll probably be busy trying to, fix myself up. So if someone could tell the caravan leaders that we're going to be making riches in the fighting arena.
You also have literally how many ways to heal yourself?
Yes, that's why I intend to do that instead of, go tell the caravan leader. That's why I need someone to go tell the caravan leader whilst I go, recover.
How many hit dice do you have left?
I have 2 of my D8 for my actual hit dice, but I also have my chef's feat to give me an extra 1d8. Okay, so an extra 1d8 is pretty much I use up 1, and then my my cook gives me an extra. It gives me another dice.
You mathematically would more than likely be knocked out within the first round. You would. It is very highly unlikely that with everything you could get to full HP.
Yeah, because I've got 1d8s, and I get an extra 1d8 presuming I use up one of my other 1d8s. So yeah, I've got 3 1d8s basically.
Also,
no, I've got 4 if I just take a 2 short rests.
Wait, how?
Because I use up I've got 2 class hit dice,
yeah, 2
and
class
I've got
and then
a chef, which gives me an extra 1d8 per dice I use up. So if I take the first short rest, take 1 class dice, and my chef's dice. So thus I have 4 dice. I have 4d8 to heal myself with.
Did I miss something?
No, me doing math. You still realistically would still be at a huge disadvantage versus people that have everything. So you'd be extremely tapped going up against people that are fresh. And
Yeah,
yeah.
but Zylgor.
You would have to convince Zylgor.
Zylgor, now you finished eating my character alive, would you mind going into a duos fight with me? I can support you as you just demolish them.
Zylgor is also extremely tapped. This current point in time. Very likely would not withstand a couple of rounds.
I'm sure we can make it work somehow. And I mean, what's the worst that could happen? What would we go and what would we lose without trying? If we did try.
Hit points and time.
Yes, but time we have infinite of, unless we don't, which I don't think we do.
You don't.
Yeah, we don't have any time concerns.
Plus Zylgor has already fucked enough. Zylgor is already Zylgor left with the null fighter to fuck off, and is currently also getting tattooed. And by the time that his tattoos are finished, they would have already started.
Ah, shit.
Yee. Yee.
Hmm.
So
See,
you'd
all
have
I
to.
need
you'd have to A, convince Zylgor, and then B, find. So you'd have to A, find Zylgor, B, convince him to not get tattoos, and then convince him to not kill you. And then withstand several other rounds of combat whilst being tapped.
See, I just need to find someone. I need to find like someone that's like a good fighter, like a fighter or a barbarian that's really good. Because then I just need to support them whilst they fight. That's why I thought Zylgor would be the perfect character to help with. But if Zylgor isn't available, then I'm fucked every way from Sunday.
Yes.
If only magic was allowed. Damn you.
Even then, you're still kind of fucked, because how many spell slots do you have?
I don't spellcast,
Exactly.
but I have food.
I wish I did have. I wish magic was allowed.
It's too overpowered, and it easily gives you the advantage. But anyway,
I mean, I would
regardless,
have killed everybody there.
yes,
I think.
exactly. But anyway, as Zylgor is getting tatted, Therein is currently I doing LA noir shit in like the back alleys.
Oh yeah, Therein, you're
Therein is
detective.
Therein is doing some LA noir shit. Is
Therein.
Dragin has Dragin has a concussion, and Abigail is missing a substantial amount of her flesh.
Yes. Thoraine's a good backup.
Therein doesn't fight.
Therein is not a fighter. Also,
Still.
Therein also only uses offensive magic to fight.
I have quite a bit of utility as well, but nothing really to. No defensive magic.
Yeah.
I mean, he's defensive when I could just buff you to hell and back.
I am weak as fuck.
Yes, there is that. There's the fact of who's doing the attacking. Also, you don't even know where Therein is.
Ah, fuck. I've got an idea.
Your answer is Dragon. Dragon currently, I do believe, has a concussion that you gave him.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking about Dragon. I'm talking about going to the actual arena and seeing if there's anyone there that hasn't got a partner.
That would be ludicrous. Fuck it. Roll a investigation check. And I'm
Hang
going
on,
to
what's
say that it is just based on that a DC 30, because that is like you're showing up to a duos tournament without someone to enter a tournament with.
Where's my investigation?
Low in your sheet.
It's a +0, so let's see.
Physically nigh impossible, because no one is going to do that.
Oh my god.
Not even a nat 20 is going to help you here.
Oh, I was about to say, I did get a nat 20.
It is physically DC 30. Yes.
Can I do performance instead?
Nope. You were actively looking and trying to find someone that is trying to enter by themselves.
I know.
And you are.
What if I'm trying to look cool enough for someone to ask to be my partner? Now that's performance.
You will be left behind if you do this. I am saying that now. Your character will be left behind.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. I don't think I have enough time to heal myself, go to the caravan leader, tell him, yeah, I'm fighting the duos tournament, and look for a partner all at the same time.
No, you do not.
No.
You
So
will
you know what?
you will more than likely be left very behind and left in a very, very unconscious state.
Wait, so is the caravan just gonna leave?
It would leave without Abigail, yes, as they would not care about one person that has decided that they are not coming with them.
What about
But-
Abigail's parents?
They would,
Exactly.
yes,
They
they would
would-
more than likely go and find Abigail, which would mean Abigail would be catching up at a far later date.
Objection. I would buy a horse, meaning I
Yes.
could catch up faster. So I mean, they're also on horses, meaning the only time I would not be with them would be the split. I'd be
You
think. I would think there'd be basically the time that they're ahead. I'd be
They
away
would
for the exact
be-
same time.
No, they would be easily by the time that you've got a horse fully recovered to the point where you could ride said horse and not have a concussion and be riding at disadvantage through the night. They would easily be at least 3 days ahead of you. Like, easily. Because you would be riding the horse exhausted, with a concussion, with, like, nothing to heal yourself, in the dark, tired as shit,
Hang on, wait.
beat the fuck up.
But I can still cook for myself, meaning I can self-sustain myself. You know what? I think,
Whilst you do that math, I'm gonna go to Therein.
yeah, do that with him.
Whilst you deal that with that math, we're gonna deal with Therein. What is Therein doing after he has done his detective work? Is he looking for the people that entered the fights, or is he going just back to the caravan as it is approaching slightly later in the evening?
Yes, I'll be going back to the caravan.
As the caravan leader is ready, they're starting to like load up and stuff. They're just kind of waiting for some of their guards that haven't really like showed up yet. They've still got time, however. But outside of that, there's not really much to do unless you're like helping people load on like their luggage and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll help people load in their luggage.
As it's mostly just like people like waiting for like the final dribs and drabs of people that are kind of coming. What is Zylgor doing after he is tattooed?
Zylgor would be just going back to get his goats and waiting with the caravan. Just-
Your goats, for convenience, I said the caravan leader took care of them, so they are with the caravan leader.
Oh, that's fine. He's just waiting to get going. He's not quite sure where everyone is, but he's in the mindset that if they don't show up, he's leaving.
Therein is there when you show up. You have your tattoos. They're still partially bleeding a little bit. What is Dragin doing?
Would I have time to go to that potion shop that I visited earlier today?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the potion shop then.
Because you would have like a couple of like Zylgor was getting tattooed for like 2 hours.
Yeah, I have time then.
Because the fights ended like later afternoon. As you head over there, as the woman is not there. It is currently closed for just now. She will be back in like half hour. If you were waiting the half hour. It's basically like I've gone to get lunch note like taped to the window. It's basically a fuck off. I'm coming back in half an hour. I'm gonna get some food.
I mean, if I can just wait and caravan, but don't leave without me, then yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna
have
be
you
late.
have you have time. You have plenty of time.
We
But
gotta have the potions.
you wait the half hour. She comes back. What potions are you looking for from this potion seller?
I mean, does potions already have all the potions?
She has some of the minor. She has one greater, and she has two potions of what are effectively haste. And then she has some other random like herbal remedies for like poison and shit like that. Like
Wait, what
poison,
potions of healing?
diarrhea. She has 3 more normal potions of healing, 1 potion of greater. Sneezing. That's what she does, and then she just has some other ones for like random shit, poison, diarrhea, shit like that.
How much would 3 potions of how much would 2 potions of healing be?
Potions of healing are a little bit more expensive, as base potions here would be 55 gold each.
So they're 55.
Yeah, 55 each, so 110 for 2.
A bit pricey.
That's 5 gold
I-
more. They're a bit more difficult to make out here.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna get them then. So I just
110 gold to her.
wait, I goofed up.
How much gold did you remove?
Not that
Did you not add your gold that you received?
I did.
I was gonna say you might want to do that.
561 or 61. Okay. That's it.
That is, if that is it. Are you?
I'm done.
Yes. Are you returning to the caravan, or are you doing any other final bits and pieces while you're here?
I'm just gonna go back to the caravan.
Abigail.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Okay.
In your two-ish hours before the caravan leaves, are you entering the duos, or are you finding your horse?
Okay. Originally, my plan was very crazy. I was going to talk to the caravan leader and basically tell him I was going to go to the fighting arena. And then I was going to go and look for a partner without healing. And risk being on 1 HP for the entirety of the first fight. By that silence, I think I believe that must be a bad idea.
Physically, yes. Actually, yes. Horrible idea followed by a horrible idea. That do be.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna look for a horse because yeah, that's priority number 1.
You already inquired as to where to find a horse previously, so I take it you're heading there.
Yes.
So you're heading that way anyway. Are you buying that book that you wanted
Oh
on the way?
yes.
So you pay the 10 gold for the cookbook.
Yes. So I can actually, change out my things for something more useful.
You realize that you can't do both in the short rest, right? You can either use the book or you can cook, right? That's the way it works. So you either relearn in a short rest or you utilize your short rest to cook. You can do one or the other. It basically takes your entire short rest to relearn from the book.
Okay.
Yes, that is the mechanical way that it works. It's just to make it more balanced. Otherwise, you could just be like, I'm gonna read this book and change my shit, and then I'm just gonna do the shit, because that seems broken as fuck.
You know what? I'm probably just gonna then change time 2 short rests rather than just do 1.
Yeah, I mean, you can change short rests.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna from now on. I'm probably gonna just change short rests together.
If you have time.
Yes. Wait, unless I don't have enough time, then I'll just not change my things. 'Cause I'm sorry, but without my things, I'm basically just a...
Yeah, you can also do it at the end of a long rest as well. So you could effectively do it at the end of a long rest, and then be like, oh shit, something doesn't work for me. Change it in the short rest. So it's basically long rest, short rest rule. But then you're effectively losing time to cook. A horse? Are you buying a war horse?
Yes.
If let me look up war horse. Well,
How much gold
I'm
do I have?
still trying to. I believe it was 850, 950, something like that. You should have written it down.
On Aurora, it says it's 400.
That does not sound right, because that is what Dragon got. Dragon got Dragon got like 500 gold, and you got more than Dragon.
No, I've got 860.
I was gonna say.
No, I'm saying the war horse on Aurora costs 400.
Yes, but this is a different table. I'm using a weird table.
Okay.
Weird table bullshit.
Will I need to buy any sort of special equipment with it?
I mean, you'll need to buy a saddle either anyway.
Yes, I'm just making sure.
And you can get better saddles for like longer periods of riding.
Well,
So if you get a basic saddle, you can only really ride your horse for like a day at most, and then you start making like saves because it starts becoming really uncomfortable.
yeah, but I will only really be needing it for a day because I hardly think I'll be riding it for a month. Well, no, I assume that I can rest and then immediately take away the effect. So yeah, I think the basic saddle will be all I need because my only plans are to use it in battle and use it, and then ride alongside the caravan with it.
Yeah, because like a riding saddle is like the cheapest, which is like a basic saddle. A military saddle is like the most comfortable because they're designed to be like you sit in them for like days on end with like next to no problem.
Well, what's the price difference between them?
One is like 5 gold and one is like 25 gold.
Honestly?
And then you can get a slightly better riding saddle for 10 gold, which is slightly more comfortable, but it's not gonna change the effect of like a riding saddle. So you can get a basic riding saddle for 5 gold, a slightly better riding saddle for 10 gold, or like a military saddle for like 25. Warhorse is gonna be about 450, however.
450. So, hang on. Let me pull out the Excel sheet just so I can get my prices right. So, gold I currently have 860.
Yes.
You're saying that the warhorse is
About the cheapest that they'll do it is about 450.
450, and then saddle. If I go with the military one, just because
25.
I want the options.
Yeah, 25, and then like saddlebags are like 4 gold each, and you can have 2 saddlebags on a horse.
Yeah, I'll have 2 saddlebags. So that is
because the next saddle up from military saddle is the exotic saddle, which is like
yeah, but I won't
like
need that. I just need a saddle that I can use to move around and fight on top of. So how much was the bags?
4 each. You can have 2 bags on a horse.
8.
8.
So that is
Military saddle
Right.
also does not give you the disadvantage from mounted combat without the feet, I believe, isn't it, Reese? Or is that something that I'm different that I'm thinking of? So I do not remember. I don't know if Reese knows.
What?
The military saddle, I don't remember if that gives you the added benefit of the mounted fighting stuff. 'Cause isn't the
Wait, how
rear
much was the
rear
book?
mounting?
That's homebrew, isn't it?
It might be homebrew.
I believe that's homebrew.
That's homebrew then.
How much was the book again?
The
The only
book.
saddle I know of is the saddle of the cavalier,
Oh, that's the one I'm thinking of. The book was 10.
which you can't really be dismounted against your will.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, because I'm basically reclassing myself into a magic cavalier. A cooking magic cavalier.
Yes. So the book is 10.
Yes. So I've calculated to be 367 will be the amount I have left.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
you can get like a pack saddle, which is like 5.
A what?
You can get what's called a pack saddle, which is the 5 gold, and it's like riding and then military.
Yeah, but what are the differences between the packs?
The
Just the size?
the pack no the pack saddle is like the basic, like super basic. It will get you by them day to day. A riding saddle is more for like
Oh, you're saying saddle.
Right,
I thought you
yeah.
said bag.
no right no it's called a pack. It's called a pack saddle because you can attach another saddlebag to it. It's basically like
Okay.
It's basically like what a messenger would use. So a messenger could
Yeah.
then turn their horse into like a 3-bagged horse, but the saddles are not comfortable like at all.
Yeah. So with
Uh,
the military saddle, can I put bags onto it?
No, the pack saddle is specific.
Okay, so I should take the bags off because I can't use them on the military saddle.
No, you can use 2 bags on the military saddle. You just cannot add a third one.
Okay,
So the
then
pack
that's
saddle
fine.
the pack saddle basically gives you an extra bag that you can add.
Yes, which I don't care about.
Yes. I
Um,
mean, 2 two saddle bags and a bag of holding.
yeah,
The world becomes your oyster.
that's fine. There's only one other thing that I'm thinking I might want to look for,
Yes.
which is a longbow.
A longbow, you can get longbows at their standard price.
Which
I believe is not super expensive.
I'm quickly checking on Aurora. It says your longbow costs you
15 gold.
50 gold.
50 gold.
That sounds good enough for me. So that puts me to 317.
Yeah, and then 1 gold per thing of arrows. It does not
Wait, did you say that we're getting a level up?
You've already got it.
Wait, so what level are we at?
5.
5.
It just doesn't fully kick in until you long rest.
Okay, I want to quickly check something. Because I might.
Multi-class.
Yes. I might multi-class into.
I'm guessing fighter.
And does barbarian. or artificer for some dumb reason.
I mean, in which level does the fighter get the what's called a surge actions?
Second level.
Mm.
Action surge is 2nd level.
No, I'm not gonna multi-class. Mainly because I don't think I can get the class I was thinking of getting. And even though I would have to discuss homebrew stuff with you.
Yes, you would.
because it was a homebrew class I was thinking of, that would boost my archery even more.
You could do that with fighter.
Yes, I could, but I couldn't do other. I couldn't become a magic archer using
Yes,
fighter.
yes, you can.
Can you become an eldritch archer?
Yes, that is actually what the class is called. It's called Arcane Archer.
Yeah, if
Ar-
you
the
can
Arcane
either go
Archer.
Arcane Archer or just Eldritch Knight and Scout Archer.
Yeah. Eldritch Knight Archer, which is literally the most broken combination, or Arcane Archer, which is kind of meh.
Oh. Okay, that's leaving me with a lot of options I'm not too sure about.
Look
I don't know
in-
whether.
you have time to hold off. You can look into it.
Yeah, because I don't know if I want to level up in Cook, level up in Bard, or multi-class into Fighter. Or multi-class into the class I was thinking of, which was Sword Mage.
Or if you really wanted to get good archery, Ranger.
Yes, but I heard that Rangers suck.
Not anymore. They surprisingly fixed it. Beastmaster, you want to go Beastmaster, you want to do UA Beastmaster, because that is where it is gold.
There was also there was also a ranger where there was this no spell ranger as well. That is UA.
We don't talk about that.
That's actually quite decent.
Yes, it's very broken. That's why we don't talk about it.
Yeah. So, I just don't know what I want to do with the level. What's the best I could... what I could use... and what would the best level up be?
Depends.
Going to level 2 on Bard, going to level 5 on Cook, or starting another multi-class into Fighter.
The more you multi-class, the more you lose. Look at what you gain from each one, and then think about it. So just put a pin in it for just now.
Yes.
I will allow you to put a pin in it until next week,
Yeah.
because you should have looked at
Yeah, sorry,
should have looked at it before, but it is. I will be lenient for this week.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just not 100% sure what I want to do. I'm conflicted between conflicting ideas. It's just...
That is fine. I will allow you to take like the health level up and then like redistribute it as you see fit, just so you're same HP as everyone. But outside of that,
I'll add extra 1d8 to my hit points.
that is fine. Just so that you're on similar hit point pool to everyone else. Just so you're not lacking hit points.
Yeah, sorry for absolutely stopping the train in their track.
But regardless, does outside of that, you can pay for all that. Easy done. Is anyone doing anything specific before they set off? Like food and all that?
I'll be grabbing a bit more food.
What kind of food? Are you going for the super cheap stuff again, or?
Yeah.
Then it is the same rules before. You basically spend copper for a day instead of the silver, and it is potentially sketchy. Might be salty. It might not be cooked. It might just be that stuff that they used to use in the British Civil War, which was literally just like salt water pork belly, which was super bad for your health. You are rolling those dice. Zylgor, I imagine Zylgor is...
Zylgor has 100 pounds of hot meat to try and jerky, so just basic salt.
Yes, I can say if you are doing that, you can get... How much is fucking salt again? Jesus Christ. Trade goods. Salt is 5 copper per pound that you buy. So I will say that you'll need at least another, like, 4 or 5 pounds to do it at least semi-good.
I'll use a pound. A pound for a pound of meat doesn't seem quite right. So maybe.
No, wait, that doesn't seem right at all. No, it's not.
Oh no. So I'm trying to work out. So it'd be 25%. So I've got £100. So I need 25
Wait,
pounds.
Yeah, you would.
How much?
Five
much-
five copper per pound. Yeah, your math
Cool.
was better than my math. Yes, 25 pounds of salt. Sounds a whole lot better than. Where the fuck was my math there? My brain went sideways.
It's a gold 25 silver, but I'll just say 2 gold.
Yeah, yeah. You feel generous and tip, we'll say.
Grab some extra herbs and spices.
Or you could do that. Yeah, you can add some extra stuff into it for like a
I'll
little
take
bit.
I'll take away 3 gold.
Let's add some like pepper and stuff into it. But as long as everyone has everything they need, roll as it is. You're leaving pretty late. You're leaving a little bit later than most people would travel. Roll a perception check, as people are a bit more alert, as traveling at night isn't as safe.
DM,
Yes.
I'd like to apologize. I am really stupid.
Have you made a boo boo?
I forgot that I leveled up already last week.
You made a boo.
That entire conversation was completely useless, as I had already leveled up my cook beforehand.
That is fine.
So no, it's not until next level up I've actually got to worry about what I'm doing.
That is cool. Jesus Christ, what is Therein, and why does Therein do Therein things?
You said perception, right?
Perceptione.
So are we going now?
Yes, you are traveling. This is travel perceptions for anyone that is looking. The guards.
Oh,
Wait a
Can
second,
I
I'm
also look?
probably resting.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
you
it's-
can. Yeah, you can rest whilst traveling. There is such a thing as travel rest. It's just people can keep an eye out as they travel.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like ask someone to, take my war horse as I rest in one of the back
And-
carts.
can I get do I get a long rest?
Not yet. This is not quite long rest yet. This is to get to your long rest. This is
Okay.
what this perception is for.
I got 19 plus 4.
Easy enough. You have enough guards and stuff.
Then also keep a lookout.
Yes. Roll me a D100 and then a D8. Not a D12.
Come on, I have the best luck.
Oh my god.
I have the best. I just said I have the best luck and then rolled and won.
Oh.
So
Well,
what next town are we gonna be ruining?
Well, since you rolled a 1, as it becomes dark, your visions, those who have dark visions, slowly starts to adapt to night easily, but then it is impeded by a fog that rolls in slowly overnight. You can roll in nature if you wish to investigate the fog's origins. It's up to you. But fog seems natural. Might not be, maybe. Who knows? Oh my.
I would not know.
You would not know. What is Zylgor is typing something? Ooh.
I don't think I have dark vision, so I can't do anything.
No, yeah, you went from not being able to see to not being able to see. Zylgor, you would know that this is perfectly natural. It's a mixture of like the temperature changing and like water like coming in. It's probably gonna rain in the morning because of the fog. It's like that precursor fog to like a heavy-ish kind of like rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like it's not dangerous. It's not abnormal. However, it is easy to hide in, as it is relatively like it's getting thicker as it minutes progress. It's getting very thick very fast to the point where you basically have like disadvantage on like perceptions now because you can't really see very far. The furthest you can maybe see is like 10-15 feet, even with like torchlight. As you are post up, is anyone taking watch, or are they just leaving it to the guards? There are enough guards that you again can just leave the guards and take a long rest, or you can join them and help. It makes it slightly easier on them. It means it's slightly safer.
I help.
I'm going to take watches as always.
Is anyone else joining, or is it just two?
No, I'm gonna rest instead.
You were going to rest. Is Zylgor joining, or is Zylgor just resting?
Zylgor's on this thing.
Oh wait,
So
never
it's
mind.
something.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna rest actually.
I
Since
mean,
I'm pretty weak.
You can rest. It'll still be part of your long rest. It's just like you take an additional watch and be an additional set of eyes. It means you're much safer.
I mean, if I was to help, would I still get a long rest? That's
Yeah, you still get long rests regardless. It's basically 2 hours of watch, which means you're mildly safer because it's an extra set of eyes keeping an eye out, especially during this fog.
Okay, sure. I'm gonna help them.
That is fine. Roll your perceptions. It is
Blind
it is
fuck.
it is disadvantaged because of obscurement.
It's advantage.
Oh no.
Oh my gee! What the fuck, Reese? What the fuck?
That's 3 14s in a row.
That
Well, not
is
in a row.
that
That's a
is that
13.
is double 28s with disadvantage. It's like the one guard that just rolled two fucking 17s with disadvantage.
Oh yeah, shit. That needs to be disadvantage. That was a 6.
The guards rolled okay for your watch. Are you doing first, second, and then
First and last.
first and last? I was gonna say yeah, because you can effectively do two watches and then rest.
Yeah. Now I'll do first watch, rest, and last watch, as
Last
I
watch.
will
Be up earlier.
redo during my last watch. I will be redoing some of the cheap rations that I got to help quell the.
Oh.
Ah.
So if it's salty, then I'll strip some of the salt off. It's uncooked, I'll cook
Cook
them.
it.
If they need to be shaved, if some of the bad stuff needs to be shaved off, I'll do that.
It's not like salt you can scrape off. So the way that they would salt rations, Reese, is that they would like do it in like salt water. So you need to like broil it out, and then you basically like use the salt
yeah.
water for like other things.
Yeah. And doing so, during my rest before I do that, I'll be swapping my alchemical supplies knowledge with cooking supplies because I can do that now.
Yes, yes, you can, because you took that shit.
Also, that always me reading the book, the class I was wanting to be, and reading the
Yes.
multi-classing rules, and realizing why my character can't multi-class into it. It's both because me and my character are too dumb.
But anyway, where's my D100? That is not the correct thing that I have open. It would be a good shout to have this open. Huh. Okay. That is fine. Nothing majorly assaults you throughout the night. You can roll your other perception for the morning. Therein, Dragin, your watch is slow. There's not much happening unless you guys are doing anything very specific on your watch outside of like preparing your food and stuff like that.
Is the fog still in the morning?
Oh yeah, like heavily, and it's slowly starting to rain in the morning as well. Or it's not like heavy fog. The fog is somewhat receded, but it's still like disadvantage.
Ah, God, I keep forgetting to put fucking Umber on disadvantage. That's an 8 and a 21.
There is a maybe about like a half hour to an hour in the early hours of the morning whilst people are getting up and ready that it is kind of like, it's not like heavy rain, but it's there is some rain, and then it kind of like quells back down to like the occasional like drop every now and again.
Do I also need to do the perception?
If you're doing perceptions in the morning in general, then yeah, you can do that if you want.
Disadvantage?
Yes.
Can I also ask, is it cold?
Yes, because there is fog.
Oh.
It's not cold to the point you need like an extra layer, but it's noticeably cold.
Noticeable to my character.
No. It's
Is there a fire in the morning, mate?
yes, there is a fire.
Oh shit. Okay.
As there is a fire going through, there's multiple fires going throughout the night so that nothing encroaches on the camp. That is mostly what kept you safe, was like 4 fires at basically the edges of the camp that were to ward things off them coming too close. And mostly as like warning fires so that they would see shit coming into the camp's vicinity. But as morning prep is had, the fog stays for the majority of the day. It disappears the late afternoon. But for your travel, perceptions for people who are looking, a D100 and a D12 from someone else.
Roll disadvantage.
Yes.
Wait, what are we rolling? Sorry.
D100 or a D12.
Oh shit.
I'll just do D12 since I don't have a D100.
Jesus Christ. How do you have a bag of dice and not have a D100?
Actually, no, I do have really high
It's
dice,
Just
but
those scuffed as shit dice.
no, I have dice, but it's from like a Pokemon card collection box thing. there's a six-sided dice that has the numbers 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60.
How are
Or I have a
those
second.
more scuffed than your D20 that goes up
No,
in
it gets
random
even
digits?
better. That's three of the dice. The other three have the numbers 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120.
That's super scuffed.
Yeah, so
But then
do
again,
I.
no. You need.
Actually, no. If I roll a d10 and then two of the d thingies, I just change the 60s to zeros.
That would be extortionately scuffed, and we're already scuffed as it is.
Let's see.
You can also roll in a D100 in Roll20.
I mean, I rolled a 45.
I just need a D12.
Okay.
From someone else.
Oh.
It's always
Well, sure, I am a lucky person.
It's always from someone else.
Where's... Oh, there it is.
45. 45 you say. Oh, since you rolled a 45, roll a d6. Gonna pull a cam.
See how much I roll.
How many dice does this turn into?
Alright. Let's see, I rolled 6 dice. How much did I roll?
Just roll another d6. It's a normal d6.
DM.
Yes.
I rolled 3. No, I rolled 66. I got 180. What does that get me?
Wait, you just needed one d6. You just needed one.
Well, I rolled 6. I got 180. 380.
What's the first one? It's just the number on the first one.
120.
No, just the first straight d6. One
No,
singular d6.
That is the first number.
That doesn't. Wait, what are you doing? What are you rolling? Are you rolling the Pokemon dice?
Yes.
Why?
Because why not?
I need a normal d6. That makes no sense to me.
You know what? I rolled a d6. I got
Yeah,
120.
Roll the d6, 120. That makes no sense.
Hold on a moment, I'll make it make sense.
This is semi important. There's
Why did they leave flash on? Retake. Where's the option to turn off flash? Don't need it. Off, thank you.
to God. You just had a picture of the dice. Well, it will kick you through the call.
Man, 5.82 megabytes. That's quite a big picture.
God fucking damn it. Yep, fuck mouse. I'm gonna take Theirein's forward because inexpediency. So that was. Where the fuck is my mouse going? I need to clean my mouse again. Oh, why do I need to open this? Oh yes, that is why. Oh no. Ryce, why did you have to roll 4?
Yeah, because I was bored.
Why do these exist? Well, we'll see how. Wait. Actually, no, wait. That's not right. That would be awful. Because I just realized that the thing that I wanted to do wasn't a creature that would live here. The only other thing would be the special gnolls, which I don't think would be fun for anyone that casts magic. Oh, nice. Which then just leaves one other thing on this list. As your caravan is pressing on, jump forward a couple of days just for expediency.
Oh wait, I forgot to get a long rest.
Yes, you've long rested by now.
Wait. Okay.
Yes, as like a couple of days go by, just for expediency, not much assails you. There's like a couple of small creatures that attack you, but they're nothing worth a battle map. Mostly because it's like things like a couple of wolves and shit like that.
Oh, can we just be a couple of wolves?
I'll put it this way, they would literally be offed before you even hit initiative.
What was saying? Quick question: does the longbow count as a simple weapon?
That's initial.
Ah, shit.
However, you can train yourself to have proficiency in it. It just takes
Okay,
you a long period of time.
Can I use the wolves as training?
You would have extreme disadvantage. It basically takes like I think it's what a year of in-game time to train with a weapon, isn't it, Ryce, to gain proficiency with it?
Depends on certain rules.
Yeah, it's something like maybe a year or just over a year with how much you practice. But as long as if you practice along the journey, I would say you'd be part way to being proficient. You would be. Gaining proficiency as time went on.
Okay.
But firing at the wolves, you would basically be at disadvantage for firing shots, plus minus your proficiency. So it'd just be a d20 plus your dex at disadvantage. Because initially,
Okay.
it's basically it goes from d20 plus dex disadvantage, then it goes d20 plus dex, and it goes proficiency. That's the way the training works. If my memory serves me correct.
Well then.
But you also have this thing called a Zylgor that would, brutally murder them before you even had time to like knock an arrow.
Okay, well then I'll need to do some experimenting with my character sheet with the character creator between sessions.
Yes, you will.
See if I can somehow give myself proficiency by getting certain classes.
You find this what looks like a rock formation that's jutting out of the ground as you're coming slowly into more mountainous terrain. But there's something wrong about it. Specifically its shape.
I wonder if this has anything to do with the conversation we just had a moment ago. Maybe I should go and investigate this rock formation.
I mean, you could.
And I should. And I will.
It's a little bit off of the road. You could roll perceptions to try and see it a bit better.
I shall.
Therein, you can send one of your ravens to view it if you wish. You no longer have disadvantage at this point in time because it has cleared.
What does thy 16 provide?
Your 16 provides. That's not a fucking rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a crash alien ship?
No. However, it is something.
Oh shit! That should have been a 20.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take the first one because you forgot. It is something that has crashed. Duh. It's not a ship per se. It's too small to be some sort of ship. But it looks to be like a blade, like the tip of a blade that is nearly like 30 feet tall.
Stone giant sword.
Yeah. Except this isn't giant because this is like just merely like the front part of it. So this sword would have to be like fucking immense. Giant isn't a word.
Well, so this is like the
Roll
bios.
roll a. You could roll a history to see if you've heard anything about this.
No, I just think it's. It must be one of the Titan swords.
Yes. It basically is a Titan sword.
Maybe my character might be able to wield it.
Yeah, sure. Wield the front quarter of a Titan sword that only weighs like 40 tons.
40 tons? Ah, that's a small amount.
I think even Zylgor would have a rough time even trying to just like lift it. Yeah, but you could roll a history on it, or an investigation to look for markings. Yeah, Umber sees what is clearly something that is far too thin to be a rock formation, but it's some sort of blade that is broken.
Well, they wouldn't want to roll a history on it because I can't.
Yeah, you
I
can't.
think
You
I
can't
won't be
quite.
able to.
You can't quite see the tip because the tip is in the ground. But so let me kind of like freehand draw what it kind of looks like because I don't have a good image. So it's kind of like that is what you see. So the tip would be kind of like embedded in the ground almost. So that would be the ground, and then this is like the kind of jagged tip that comes out. That is trash. I'm gonna try and draw better with a mouse.
Yeah, is anyone gonna do history? Because I can't history.
I could try, but
You'd have to go up to it.
I have +0.
okay. I'm be honest with you. I need to defend myself a lot, so I didn't hear. The only thing that I heard was there's a sword or something. That looks like a
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
massive Titan sword that's currently speared into the ground. I went to have a look. Well, we saw a massive rock formation.
Yes.
I
It looks
I
like-
went over to look at it and saw that it was basically a Titan sword.
Yeah, so basically this is what you're looking at. So you're looking at this broken bit of the blade that is poking out of the ground that looks like it's not clean cut. It's very like jagged. That's what would made you think it was some sort of rock formation, but it was too weird to be a rock formation. So the
Yeah.
tip of it is probably like buried somewhere in the fucking ground.
Yeah, so we were then thinking, okay, someone
Okay.
needs to do a history check on it. Well, I've got
Um,
0 history, so I'm asking, is anyone have better than +0 history?
I mean, is okay. Does 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 that sword look like it has some religious connections? I guess.
Are you going up to it?
Yes, I thought that was. Yeah.
Yeah. You could look for religious markings, yes.
Yeah, why
It
not?
would be an investigation.
But would that allow me to use religion
Yes.
as my check?
If you did good investigation, then yes, you could then use religion as a check to see what the sword was.
Okay.
Because you're basically trying to
Advantage
find
normal.
just normal investigation.
Please, guys, don't fail me now.
What languages A do you read? And B, what languages do you read?
Okay. Common. Okay, wait. I do love laughing. Common, Elvish, Sylvan, Abyssal, Draconic. Draconic.
This you find markings on it easily enough. Whether they're religious or not, you have no fucking clue. You're not sure if they're magic, if they're religious, if they've been drawn by someone else. You're pretty sure one of them kind of looks like a dick.
I mean, can I use religion to check if those markings are in... have any religious connections?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
yes, but there are things that you don't even understand. So, would be at disadvantage.
Okay.
Because you're
And just
basically
ask,
trying
did
Okay.
anybody touch the sword yet?
No.
no.
If you fail your religion, then I will touch the sword.
You will it's not even a sword, it's like a small house.
Yes, I
It's
will.
like the size
Okay,
of a small house.
I'll touch the rock formation.
You'll touch the blade.
Can I touch the blade? So the sword with the blade.
Oh,
It
let me
is.
touch it first.
You touch the cold stone sword blade. It is a cold stone sword blade.
I mean, who knows? It might be cursed.
For religion, you've heard of a Titan war that happened like trillions and trillions and trillions of years ago, supposedly, when planets were being formed, but the Titans are supposedly long dead and all of their weapons were completely and utterly annihilated. So whatever this belongs to or belonged to, you have no fucking clue.
I pilfered the sword.
Roll a strength at disadvantage followed by no. You can't even lift the damn thing. It literally weighs 40 ton. Can you lift something that quite literally weighs 45 ton? It's not a joke. It literally weighs 45 ton.
Would a nat 20 help?
Not even a little.
What if I helped him?
You would need the strength of a literal god plus Zylgor with the strength of a literal god.
Okay, how much Zylgors is that?
At least 20.
Wait a second.
Okay, Zylgor, call your family.
Or your family and your extended family. And their extended family.
And your ancestors from the grave.
You just need 2 or 3 Zylgors raging now.
Not even a little. This thing is like close to like 50 ton.
Oh god.
Okay, running out of ideas. What other things can we do with the sword? Because there's got to be something we want to do with the sword, or else the DM wouldn't have pointed it out.
It is literally like 30 feet, like from where you are, like the other side of it is like 30 feet above where you are. It is
Okay.
literally like the size of a small fucking house. It is.
Question.
Wait, didn't know it was that large?
Yes, it is like from one side, from one part to the other part. It's nearly like 30 feet tall. It
Okay.
is impossibly big. It
I
looks.
thought it was our
No,
size at best.
fuck no. It is like massive. It is gigantic. It is titanic.
Okay,
You'd
question.
need 10,000 strength, Scott, to lift it.
Yeah, you would literally need the strength of a god to lift it.
Hang on, mind I have a question.
Yes.
Does the sword have a mouth?
I mean, could you class the broken part where the upper half of the sword would be to be a mouth? Then yes.
Or does it have anywhere that ingests food?
No, it is not a living creature. It is
God damn it.
It is a giant, inanimate stone sword.
Okay, never mind. Gotta throw food at it.
And just throwing food at it.
I mean, I could throw cow inwards at it. In
Uh,
hindsight. Give it disadvantage to charisma check.
you get a charisma check the sword. Yes, sure. Charisma check the inanimate sword.
No. Cow inwards gives the creature 10 minutes of charisma disadvantage on any checks it makes with charisma.
I'm not even. It's not even a creature. It's an inanimate object.
Okay, Jamie, do you think there's a ghost or something like that inside the sword, like a spirit inside the sword?
I don't know. Let's start by compelling compelling Jesus Christ to the sword. See if we can write any sort of deep. Actually, no. Does anyone have any holy water?
Wait.
If only there was someone that knew a lot about maybe like religion that you could call upon. That was maybe a DM NPC. That was like your cleric.
Ella. No, wait, what's her name?
Ella. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got it right the
Okay,
first time.
Ella, can you compel the saint of Jesus Christ in the sword?
Wait, is Ella even here? That's a
Yeah.
question.
Yes. She is here.
Okay, we call upon Ella to
You're gonna
compel
call-
Jesus Christ on this sword.
She is going to roll an investigation check. That was a 3. That's somehow still higher than Dragon's. 6. Only by 1.
Wait, is that a disadvantage that she rolled that?
No, that was just her investigation to try and find some shit. Now is the disadvantage roll. That was.
I mean, I could try.
Okay, I have a weird request for Ella.
Yes.
Can
She has no clue how to read any of this writing, nor does she even know if this is religious or not.
can she baptize the sword?
Yes, it would take a couple of fucking days. And a lot of holy water. Like, a lot of it.
I mean,
And it would be
then we would kill off any demons inside of it.
What spells does she have again? Oh, hold on, I haven't opened this sheet in a while.
I don't think I have any spells that would work. Let's see. Blade Ward. Is it offensive? Cheerful song. Can I sing to the sword?
She just looks at you and then just kind of like walks away.
Hang on, wait a sec. Whoa.
She casts something, looked at the sword, looked at you, shrugs, and then just kind of walks away.
Hang on, I'm gonna call her back and call her to investigate again after
There's-
having.
There is nothing with this sword.
DM,
What?
can I use Mandic?
No.
Hang on, no, I got something for her to eat.
Are you serious? Like, I can't
A, you would need to find the other half of the sword, and B, it's like 30 feet tall.
This
I
part
know,
requires a single break or Therein, not
Yeah,
that
no,
just
I think
broken
there's-
chain
that is-
link.
At least 5 feet, not 30.
Shit.
It's maybe just a little bit bigger than what mending can do, and maybe the other half of the sword is somewhere you don't even know.
Oh god damn, I don't have
Okay.
I don't think I have
What
anything
are
that can feeder to help.
what are we doing?
I don't know what you're doing.
We're trying to
With-
find out what's so special about the sword that DM decided to point out.
with legend lore, she can tell you precisely with legend lore that this sword belonged to some sort of giant that
But there
is
used to be
very
something
that is
more than-
very very long dead.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep the sword and say piece of shit.
Do you mind if we get going now? Or have
Sorry,
you
we
had...
want to see if there's anything useful with the sword. Or if it's
No.
a useless piece of junk.
No, it's just a feature that's part of the landscape that you have spent a lot of time investigating.
Yes, that's because we want to try everything to get the sword to do something.
It is
Do
very
something.
it is a sword. It was never magical. It's never been magical. It is made of stone. It is belonged to a giant that is very, very, very fucking dead.
This caravan's going to leave you in 10 minutes if you don't get on.
And there is
Just
also
ask-
that as well.
Okay, can we blow up the sword?
With what? With what?
Good
Yeah,
question.
fireball.
I don't have fireball. I don't
I
have
don't.
any.
You would need
Wait,
gunpowder.
do me and Abigail even know each other? That's the...
You would need at least gunpowder, which you do not have.
Damn.
I mean, yes, you could get to know Abigail over the course of the duration of travel by speaking to Abigail.
I know. Can I throw?
So we don't know each other.
That is up to you. That's what I. That was literally what I just said. It is up to you. If you wish to speak to Abigail and get to know Abigail, that is completely up to you.
No, I just want to know. Do I know her name? Do I know what she does? Do I know what's her blood type? Okay, well, that, but you know what I mean.
The answer remains unchanged. If you speak to Abigail, you will probably learn Abigail's name.
DM.
Yes,
Can I shoot the sword?
with
The longbow.
easily disadvantage with your dex.
Does a 5 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
However, it does fucking all to it because, you know,
Hang on, I haven't rolled yet.
no, it hits it all right. The arrow hits it and just kind of like ricochets off into the ground.
How much health does the sword have?
How much health does a stone sword have? How much health does this have? Yes is the answer to that question.
I'm gonna keep shooting at that sword till it dies.
I shoot at them.
Yes, you can. Let me put it this way: this sword doesn't have health because it's a sword. It's not a creature, and
Yes,
it will
I do not
literally
shoot them.
you will literally break all of your arrows doing this.
Yes, but there is got to be something important about this sword that you pointed out to us.
It is a feature of the landscape
Then why don't you point out every single tree that we passed if it's just a
Because
feature of the landscape?
because they are not the size of a small fucking house and embedded in the fucking ground like something was killed here.
Yes, but they are features of the landscape.
There are also none of them around.
There hasn't been a single tree this entire adventure.
Oh, there has been, just currently not where you are.
Read.
That nat 20 hits someone.
Okay, wait.
Someone is getting hit in the back of the head.
That would heal someone. Oh no.
Who's Jamie's character again?
Abigail.
Abigail. That's going to Abigail.
Okay.
Oh god.
That is a lot
Wait
of
a
damage.
second. What kind of weapon did you hit with?
Um,
Eldritch Blast spell.
Eldritch Blast, the kind that
I-
hits them a distance.
Wait a second. You
Nope.
had Eldritch Blast this entire time?
Yes, he
Yes.
did.
Why didn't you just try and blow up the sword? Okay, can I dodge? Get out the
Nope.
way.
No, that is a nat 20.
Okay, I will happily take the hit to,
And he
you
is
know,
too far
le-
away for you to do silvery barbs.
no, I don't care about him not, because at least I'm in front of the stone, so he's gonna blow up the stone.
No, he's gonna
We can
hit
see
you.
what's underneath the stone. Unless the explosion, unless Eldritch Blast does not cause any sort of explosion.
It does
No,
not.
it does not.
It does not.
No,
It's,
it does
it's,
force damage. Wait a second.
yeah,
So if
it's,
I
it's,
say
it's similar to basically magical bludgeoning, except there's no weapon involved.
Yep.
Therein,
Wait,
are you
so
trying to
wouldn't I
kill
get
him?
knocked back into the sword? And yeah, that would cause a lot of damage, right? To the sword
Just
itself.
nope, just to you.
How? How is this? How
Be-
is forcing? Okay, how much force is behind that Eldritch Blast?
Enough to hurt a person. It is not enough to push a person because it doesn't state pushes person, unless he has the thing that pushes the people. Because there is a version of Eldritch Blast that can push people.
No, I got a different thing.
Oh, um,
Because
You're clicking on
Wait.
you're clicking on his stuff. That is why that is doing that.
There you go.
Oh wait, that is a thing that is not working. I do not know
Oh
why.
no,
Anyway.
I clicked on show spell description.
can we
so
move
page-
on? Abigail dies. We move on.
Yes.
Okay.
You take the
Yes.
18 damage.
still don't get how the sword doesn't get hurt with a 300-pound object getting thrown at it.
Abigail, how much health do you? I mean, Jamie, how much health do you have?
I have like 48.
Okay, good. I wasn't hit. I would have had half health if I was hit.
Well, luckily, if that nat 1 wasn't a nat 1, both of you would have been getting hit by separate ones.
Yes. This, if you wish to fully destroy this has enough health to literally last forever. This thing has literally been eroded by time, and
Okay,
it is still here.
can you just fuck off?
Yes. As the caravan, this is where you depart from the caravan, as the caravan is heading down to the city. And you guys are heading on to Panmac.
Okay.
We're back on, so we're on our own now.
Yes, as you are paid, what is it? You're paid your final 8 gold from the caravan as they
8.
depart. Yes.
8 gold. And
I
we were
have-
just dropped off in the middle of nowhere.
They aren't going as far as you are. And
They mentioned that.
they did mention that. Also, if you're going to the city that they're going to, it's going to add days onto your travel.
I was about to say, I might as well just go back to the arena and keep fighting there. 'Cause at least I was getting paid like 100 times the amount I'm getting paid here.
That is
mean-
an arena.
We could go back to court and clean out the ghouls.
As
Sorry, so why are we heading to Pingola again?
you're
not
not
going
heading
to
to
Pingola.
You're not heading to Pingola.
Okay,
You're
Went
head- you're
to
heading-
Panmaki, then
Panmaki, Savannah.
Silvanakal, and then to the mountains
Yes.
to do our business.
Yes,
Which is
they're
again-
they're going up to the mountains to investigate a team that went missing. Your dad is wanting to go up to the mountains because there was that crazy old guy that came down with like the axe that he now has and a whole bunch of gold bars. And there's
Oh, this-
supposedly
This
like
is basically the American Gold Rush.
yes. Which no one has questioned him about that axe yet. Even though he said it came down from the mountains. Unless people are questioning him on the time. On travel. either way, as you head up the next couple of days, I'll say do another couple of perception. And what is your watch order for the evenings, as you are now on your own? And you now do actually need to take watches.
I can take the first one.
Yeah, I was about to say, should I take the last one since?
You can take first and last because that's when there's light.
Yeah, and even though I'll probably take first so I can clean up the dishes from the evening meals, and I can take first watch to prepare the breakfast.
You only can take one watch unless you have less sleep requirements.
No, that's what he's doing two things during one watch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm basically
Doing
my
all
watches
the,
are
doing all the
basically
prep.
I take the evening watch whilst I clean up the dishes, and then I can then sleep, and then wake up or just before you guys wake up in the morning, so I can prepare the breakfast whilst keeping watch.
Yeah, so he's taking two separate watches.
Yeah, you would be taking two separate watches, which means you wouldn't really realistically have enough time. You would be.
Okay.
The only reason I can is because I only take 4 hours sleep. Well, tranche.
Okay, well, still, I would prefer to take last watch so I can prepare. Because it makes more sense because I can then prepare food.
Yes.
And even though the last hour of my long rest will be preparing food.
Then, depending on which Zylgor takes, I'll be taking first and second, or third and fourth.
Scam here even.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, he's.
Okay.
I think he's doing other stuff.
No, Zylgor would just take first until they go to sleep.
Yeah, that is fine.
Didn't I take the first?
You wanna challenge Zylgor for first?
Are
Then?
you challenging? Are you challenging the Zylgor?
Nope. Never again. No.
You also have dark vision, don't you?
Actually, wait. Does Zylgor?
Zylgor does not have dark vision.
Great. Zylgor is at a disadvantage.
Oh no, wait, Zylgor
I'm
does have
better.
dark. Wait, does Zylgor have dark vision?
I've got 60-foot dark vision.
Oh yeah, no, he does. He does have dark
Yeah,
vision.
I think I'm the only one here that doesn't have dark vision.
Yeah, there's only like realistically one person that benefits from like first and last watch.
Yeah, my only benefit for taking first and last is I can do dishes.
Okay, then I'm not gonna challenge Zylgor because I am a smart person.
Are you taking second or third?
Third.
Then I should take first and second.
I'm challenging Zylgor.
No,
I'm joining
he,
Zylgor for
no,
first,
yeah,
and then
he can.
carrying on to second.
Yeah, he can stay awake for that long. You cannot.
Would I be able to clean up the dishes in the half an hour during the first
mean,
watch?
First watch is technically something everyone can take because it's like the getting ready for bed kind of like watch.
Yeah,
But
so,
during like the first hour of the first watch, anyone can take watch. But yes, you can do anything in that first like initial hour.
yeah, I think I'm gonna clean up the dishes and then I'm gonna head straight to bed. And then I can take up the last watch to make breakfast.
As long as you're at least like not past like the first hour mark, you are good.
Yes, I'll make sure. And if not, then it's what's it called?
Exhausting.
It'll be Zylgor and Threin that'll be finishing up the dishes.
I think the way of cleaning the dishes is Zylgor.
I don't think Zylgor will even touch the dishes.
Zylgor never leaves a dirty plate.
Zylgor never leaves a plate.
Zylgor never leaves a plate. You can't have dirty plates if he eats the plates.
That is
Yes,
great
but
logic.
yes, but it will cost me like so much because all my cooking utensils.
Zylgor will pay you back. He just won the arena.
I'll tax him for his food.
Food
Plus, I
tax.
think Zylgor has his own food.
Yeah, Zylgor has his own stuff.
Does Zylgor still have goats?
Yes.
Wait, question: what's the Zylgor do with the goat's milk?
Don't worry about it.
What? That's Zylgor's food.
What was that
No
about?
shit.
What was that about his goat?
There you take your
We were
goats as...
First of all, we were questioning if Zylgor would do dishes.
No.
Mm. And
Because,
then-
yeah, that's because the logic was you'd eat the dishes. Now I was complaining that you'd use up all my cooking dishes by eating them all.
Well, Zylgor just wouldn't eat from a dish. He just
he just eats.
devours everything with his hand.
Those are the most cursed dice I've ever seen in my life.
That's it. Yeah, and then we were questioning what you do with your goat's milk.
Oh, the goat's milk.
Yeah,
There's not
Assuming
much
that
of it.
that they're female.
Oh no, they're purely there as emergency food.
so Zylgor does eat goat's milk straight from the goat.
Again, you are also assuming that there is a female goat amongst them.
Among them.
You've not seen Zylgor drink any milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can't question their gender just yet, or else we'll be cancelled on Twitter.
I mean,
On the medieval version of Twitter.
people will still try to. But anyway, regardless, as you push forward, another, we'll say, 2 D100s and another 2D12.
Wait, before we go to bed, can I?
This we're skipping forward a whole bunch of time. We're skipping a bunch of
Hang
travel
on,
because
I'll do the D100.
I
Okay,
already
and
have
what
the-
are the
I already-
dice?
I already have the D100. I need a D12.
Oh. Who did the D100?
Race.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
'Cause
screw you.
They're not cursed.
So I'm doing my cursed dice anyway.
Okay. Before we go to bed,
Oh.
can I
Nine.
approach
But the actual D12 is also 9. That's creepy.
Yes, who are you approaching before you go to bed one night?
Abigail? Abigail,
Yes.
I'm just gonna approach and say, "Oh God, hello, my name is Dragin.
I'm
For
an, al-
God's sake.
I'm an alcoholic.
I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. I just, oh my God,
Oh,
I'm both stupid and tired. Okay, don't mind me. It's I'm sorry. I'm sorry. God.
why is there roadkill on this list?
Forget about
Wait,
it.
what?
Forget about it.
Someone sent me roadkill. I don't remember who. I'm pretty sure it was Cam.
What kind
Jake.
of roadkill?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
There's a
about
roadkill on the road. Jason, forget I said anything. Just forget it. Forget it.
it. Nope.
It's not
Forget it.
roadkill in this
Nothing
instance.
happened. I just went to sleep. I dreamt about that happening. Hate playing games.
Okay. So as that
That-
awkward shit happens, that
It didn't happen.
that happens.
I can just say it didn't happen. I just dreamt about it. I had a nightmare about it.
You had a nightmare about
Nightmare about social awkwardness.
social awkwardness.
To be honest, that's the worst nightmare you could have.
Oh, there's a lot worse nightmares.
No, there's not.
There is.
I mean, for you, I guess, but for me, no.
My nightmare is Zylgor.
Everyone's nightmare is Zylgor. There is, as you guys have been traveling for a couple of days now, there's been like a couple of travelers that have passed, a couple of merchants that are passing on the way down, another couple of like caravans. There's what you find kind of traveling down as well is like a small like armed military battalion. like heavily armed and armored, kind of like marching down the road, heading somewhere.
What do they have?
Most of them have like metal armor and like crossbows and swords and stuff. They're very well equipped. They're more equipped than like the Policia or like the Town Guard. These are actual like soldiers.
They say they have crossbows. What kind of crossbows?
Heavy crossbows.
Okay.
And they are kind of like, and B, no, they will not sell them to you, and if you try and jump them, there is like 40 of them.
No, I'm not gonna jump them. I'm gonna stealth them.
You're gonna sell them.
Stealth.
You can.
Stealth.
You can try.
Stealth pilfer.
Roll a stealth check with disadvantage, as there is nowhere to hide.
Okay.
You're trying to hide in broad daylight on an open road from soldiers that are passing
shoot,
you.
I rolled a nat 20 and then I rolled like a 9, but I realized, oh, that's the wrong dice. I rolled my 0 to 9 dice.
That would not be smart. You're also trying to take shit from people that are...
Yeah. That's the second nat 20.
I'm just gonna take this from an arm card and this from the arm card. Oh
What's your
no, he saw me.
What's your total stealth score?
Yeah, what is your total?
22.
I still see you.
Yeah, yes, you were still seen. Even with that, there is a number of guards that see you from my mass roll. And Therein sees you.
Okay. Next plan of action. Seduce them.
As you were like taking it off of someone's belt, like whilst they've stopped to take a leak, and there's there's a guy like that's kind of like stood next to him that wasn't paying super attention, turns, looks at you as you look at him as he's like, "Hey, you." Points his crossbow at you, which then alerts everyone else to the fact that you were stealing from someone.
Okay. How far away is my horse?
Not close.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to make them stop somehow.
There are people pointing crossbows at you now.
Wait a second. Crossbows do piercing damage. They don't know how to do magic. I can just cast blade board to basically just resist their shots.
Yes, resist the shot. How many crossbow bolts could you theoretically take before going unconscious?
Depends on how much damage they would deal.
You're praying to God that not all 40 of them fire on you at once, I hope.
Let's see. If the crossbows, 40 crossbows that would mean I would take the least amount of damage I could take would be 20 out of 48 health points I have. So I could survive 2 minimum rounds of shot from all of them.
Exactly.
Which would give me about 12 seconds, meaning I could go roughly 120 feet.
You hope.
Oh no.
And you're hoping that they're not killing your horse in the process.
Yes.
Is that one of those just like, what are you doing? Fuck off, get out of here.
I could seduce them in hope that they would be too attracted to my character to try and to shoot. Assuming they're all male.
Some of them are female, some of them are male.
Okay, are the female ones bisexual?
You're gonna have to pray and hope if you're going that route, but as one of them is like, you're pretty much gonna have to do something now, is like, people have noticed, and, you know, he's still like, what are you doing? Fuck off, get out of here. Before you get arrested.
Fuck it, seduce.
Roll a persuasion at disadvantage for obvious reasons.
So wait, Abigail is not
Oh
trying to
18 and a 20.
For a total of
18 plus 6. Which is... hang on a second. Where's
So
my
Abigail is now trying to persuade like 40 guards
yeah.
that she wasn't
yeah,
doing
24.
anything.
Go
Somehow still not high enough. Fucking mouse.
If only it was before.
Abigail,
Surprisingly.
start praying.
Yes, surprisingly, that is not high enough. I wonder why.
Oh no, I should have intimidated them. Fuck.
It's almost like you're stealing from them. Are you backing off when you're being ordered to back off as one of them is approaching you?
I would like to.
They are approaching you, telling you to fuck off.
I would like to intimidate them by saying that. Hang on a second. Hold on a moment.
There is your mom and dad are just kind of looking at you, just kind of like, this is going to go poorly. Mistakes have been made, and they aren't helping you.
I'm going to threaten them that I can cast Power Will to Kill on all of them.
Again. But again, with disadvantage.
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
honey, time to get a new child.
No, I was going to try and intimidate. I'm trying to intimidate them.
It's still roll the intimidation. Still, none of them believe you. That's why the disadvantage. You're also being vibe checked in the back of the skull at the same time.
20 and 16 were my rolls.
Cool. Does a 22 hit you in the back of the head?
Yes, it does.
Cool. Oh fucking goddamn it! Take 4 bludgeoning damage. Just bonked in the back of the fucking head.
Okay, I've still got plenty of hit points.
Start praying, boy.
It's just like, time to move on. Now.
Have I got my hands on it?
No, but he just hit you in the back of the fucking head.
Okay, I still want to try and get the crossbow. Can I disarm him?
Yes, it is going to be an
Can you
opposed...
make me an intelligence save?
Yes, and it's going to be an opposed strength. I was waiting for that one.
Intelligence, what?
Save.
Intelligence save.
Save. Any advantage or disadvantage?
Neither.
Neither.
Okay.
The disadvantage is because you're trying to steal from soldiers that are looking at you stealing from them, and then you're intimidating them.
That's an 18. Getting pretty good rolls today. I think that'd be-
Okay, that does nothing.
This land poorly.
If you're gonna try and disarm him, it is gonna be strength versus strength. So it'll be, what the fuck would this be?
We're gonna become like the what's it called, like the fugitives of the king or the crown. However you say it, I guess. We're gonna become the #1 enemy
Yes.
of the whole like country or
Kingdom.
what's it called.
What would this be, Reese? Would this be like athletics?
Uh,
Because it wouldn't be acrobatics.
no, yeah, it'll be probably be a contested athletics.
Yeah, I'm gonna say contested athletics. If you're trying to disarm him.
Okay. And that is
Never mind.
13.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, never mind. Don't even bother. Yeah, don't even bother. You cannot out unless you roll the nat 20. You weren't out fucking rolling him. That's a fucking no. As you ain't taking that crossbow from him. Not fucking easily. You try to wrestle the guy for the crossbow. One of them is just gonna come up and fucking stab you.
Okay.
That guy's gonna have advantage as I'm using my bird to help him.
Oh, okay.
Alright guys, pile up, let's shine Abigail.
An 18 to hit.
That does hit.
You're just basically gonna get ganked by soldiers now.
All because I want a weapon that I can.
Yes,
Or
because
we
you
should
tried
go
to
for it.
you tried to steal a weapon and then continued to try and steal a weapon.
What type of crossbow is it, by the way?
A heavy
It was
crossbow.
a heavy crossbow.
Heavy
Yeah,
crossbow.
so you can't even use that anyway.
You can't even use
No,
that
I
anyway.
can. I have proficiency in crossbows.
Not-
Okay.
So, it's weird because I have proficiency in simple weapons, crossbows. What's it? Oh, for fuck's sake!
I was gonna say heavy crossbows aren't in crossbows.
No. The annoying thing is that Okay, this is what my character sheet says. It says simple weapons, crossbow, but there's a comma, then there's hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so you
I
only
was
can use
gonna-
hand
yeah,
crossbows.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah. I was gonna.
But it's on two different lines. But it reads like it's just
I
crossbow.
was gonna say that's not a heavy crossbow. Is not just a crossbow.
Yes, that's why. Yeah, but you can see how I made the mistake, right?
Yep, and you're getting shanked for it and
I
arrested.
wouldn't have even done that if I knew that I couldn't even use it.
You shouldn't have done that anyway against an armed battalion.
An armed
What?
battalion of soldiers.
I'm
Also-
just getting fucked this entire session. I mean,
I don't
I've been-
know. You're the one that made the poor mistake. You took 8 damage, by the way.
I'm just being absolutely shanked this entire session.
Why did you make a poor decision? Make bad,
Look,
bad decisions, bad outcomes.
Look, take it from my perspective. Currently, I've been shanked from using the arena, mostly because I'm way too damaged. I don't have enough time. I bought a weapon that I'm not even proficient in. I can't learn proficiency because it's going to take way too long.
You can
then-
learn proficiency is something that takes time. It's just gonna take you more time
Yes,
than you.
it's pretty much going to be at the end of the session. I finally learned how to use a longbow.
You're not even a full damage. You're a support class.
Yes, that's why I'm trying to give myself some sort of damage potential. So when I don't need support, or when my people that I'm supporting isn't like near me.
It's at this point. It's at this point in time. I'm going to remind you: read your character sheet.
This is really, 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 really bad.
Really, really bad.
Yes. But when
Are
I
you-
read my
are you-
character sheet, I read crossbow. I didn't see hand next to it, mostly because it wasn't next to it, it was on the next line. If I had read it together, then I would have known, oh, I can only do hand crossbows. I wouldn't have gone for the heavy crossbow.
Which would have taken you even longer to learn.
No, I already know how to use a hand crossbow.
There's a difference between hand and heavy.
Yes, exactly. So if I knew that I only know hand crossbows,
are
I
you-
would have gone
are
for the
you-
heavy crossbow.
Are you pulling a rebuttal? Are you not doing this?
I am
will allow
not
you
going
to
for the heavy crossbow.
allow
Okay,
you to do this once. I will allow it once.
Yes. What? No. If I had known that I could only use hand crossbows, I would have gone for the heavy crossbows. But because of the poor character design, the poor wording on my character sheet, I never knew it was hand at the time. Thus, future me, now knowing that I cannot use the heavy crossbow, wouldn't have gone. If I had known it in the past, I wouldn't have gone for it. So basically, this whole situation occurred mainly because the hand part was on the next line.
This whole situation should not have occurred. You should not even have attacked a whole battalion anyway, just for a weapon.
Well, currently I've been shanked with my own purchases.
Yeah, you're being shanked because you're doing something dumb to law enforcement.
Not being shanked because of I've got a bad weapon. I
No,
bought
no,
a
no,
bad...
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
Don't blame it on weapons. This is your choice. This is... You shouldn't have done this, even if they had the weapon that you wanted or not.
This is what's called a bad move.
This is a move that would and will get your character removed from the group.
Yeah, would have gotten your character killed. I am pulling a rebuttal because they will fucking murk your character. They're not killing your character this way. We're not having you rob fucking armed guards. Jesus Christ, no, because I just realized how much damage these guys will actually fucking do to you. These guys will fucking run you in, and they have the potential to actually do Zylgor in as well. These guys are much more powerful than like guards. These are soldiers. These guys have the power to like overpower Zylgor.
Yes.
Suggest something.
Yes, we are going to rebuttal this. This never happened.
Oh, I was thinking we could just, apologize and get the fuck.
No,
my
you,
spell slot back.
yeah, yes, you can get your spell slot back. You can take. No, you wouldn't outrun them because they have range.
Well, we will still.
I assume they also have horses.
Yes, they also have horses that they are currently like dismounted, trying to rest. But as you pass the soldiers, we're going to rebuttal this because you guys
Yeah,
physically
because
cannot fight.
Because I couldn't read the character sheet, and the character sheet was unreadable.
Take the time, learn the longbow.
Yes, but
If-
how? Okay,
You can-
realistically, is the campaign going to be long enough that I can actually,
Yes.
learn the longbow without being in like the final fight?
You could learn it. You could speed up the time by spending a little money to get a trainer, which would basically allow you to do it within a couple of weeks. But it would cost you money.
Yes, but I'm yet to find one.
That is, it's relatively easily done. Many people use longbow, so it's something that is pissed common to find. It's longbow and shortbow are like the most common weapon in like existence. The heavy crossbow is only typically used by like the military because it's a heavy crossbow and they are extremely effective.
Okay.
But there is, because of that, nothing super major assaults you unless anyone is hitting any shops to do any shopping in the next city. Do you want a map, or are you just passing through, staying the night?
I was thinking maybe I could stop by some kind of shop if there's like a magic shop there.
For magic shops, your best chance of magic shops are going to be in capital cities, not out here in the middle of fuck nowhere. You are.
And what are the capital city?
You have your capital cities would be Court, which would be limited. The city that you started in has a magic shop because you have magic items from there.
Wait, where did we start again?
Gutsier. So Gutsier, which is you can get magic items from the guild hall that's there. Or you could go to where is the capital of the kingdom again. I'm trying to zoom in and closing my fucking tab thing.
What about Salvanic Cold? Oh,
No, that's literally out in the sticks of absolute fucking nowhere. It's literally like the last bastion of like existence out here. Or Esperado here.
Okay, then.
Yeah, those are your major cities. You are out in the boonies, out in the sticks, out in the woods. Magic items are going to be kind of rare.
I guess I'm not gonna be stopping then. Anyone else?
I'm just gonna quickly check something before flying.
If not, I do need to go to the loo really quickly. So I'm going to take a quick. We're going to take a quick break, cool off, realize the mistakes that could have been made. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes then. Don't make those mistakes again. I will make you pay the consequences for your actions, okay? I will be lenient this time. I'm gonna go real quick.
Everybody just kind of went silent.
Yeah, I had this on this one.
Oh, okay, wait. I constantly zone out.
Yeah, I'm just checking something.
I am back. I'm gonna pause the other music real quick. Is everyone back or?
I am. I've just been looking at something.
Good. We'll remind you. That next again, I will remind you that next time there will not be a rebuttal.
Oh no, I was just looking at character sheets things. Cause I'm trying to do something with my character, but I have no idea if it's even gonna work.
That is fine. Are we missing anyone apart from Sale? Cam?
Yeah.
Cam? Oh, you're a little... I can't turn you up anymore. Does Zylgor or Therein have anything to do in the city, or are you guys just passing through?
What is this against? Okay.
Uh,
No.
Panama. Pamachi. Sorry.
Okay, I can do all
Which
that.
is like the city before your final stop.
Yeah. What does the city have to offer? Is there anything?
There's out here. There's a lot of like leather trade and a lot of like fur trade because there's a lot of like hunter gatherers that are out here. So there's a lot of like wild animal like pelts and stuff that you could get here, as well as like maybe some of like the rarer weapons to get hold of, like heavy crossbows and stuff like that are a little bit more difficult to get hold of, typically reserved for the military.
Finding a moment.
Outside of that, there's not really much. It's kind of just like a city out in the sticks of kind of nowhere that mostly is just like hunters. Hunters and people that brew beer. Kind of like in their bathtubs for fun. Like that's probably the most you're gonna get here is like maybe some of the more exotic meats that are a little bit more expensive. You might find them a little bit easier. Which would probably be the thing that would interest Zylgor, I think, the most, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, just food for the laugh of it.
Then you can get food at the standard food price. You can get a bit more maybe exotic meats that are typically a bit harder to get hold of unless you like find it and kill it yourself, like bear and stuff like that. So that would be up to you if you were willing to, if you were looking to buy that, or you could buy like a bear pelt. There's people, someone selling a bear pelt.
No, Zylgor would rather wrestle and kill a bear himself.
Yeah, it's things like wolf pelts, bear meat, wolf meat, things like that. Things that aren't commonly like eaten. As well as like a small kind of like bar that sells something that resembles alcohol. It's probably not alcohol. Doesn't smell like it, nor does it taste like it. And that's what it doesn't. But unless if you guys are just pushing through, I will zoom back in. We'll say you can stay here for what is it? Like 8 copper for like an evening here. It's not terribly expensive. It's also like the piss middle of fuck nowhere. And so you're not gonna get things like court where you, like the castle inn and things like that. You're not going to be staying at the Ritz out here. Unless that, we're going to jump forward another couple of days. Travel. Oh.
Did I miss something?
No, I'm saying unless anyone's looking for anything specific like bear pelts or like meat or things like that you wouldn't commonly eat. So there's like things like wolf pelts, bear pelts,
How long have we been on the road?
bear meat. It's at this point in time like a couple of, maybe close to like a week. You'd be about to approach like the midweek almost, like if that makes sense. So you'd be like halfway through the week.
So about a week and how many days?
It wouldn't be quite like a full.
Okay.
Yeah, this wouldn't have been quite like a full week since you broke off from the caravan. From the entire journey, you would be close to like maybe just over like.
Well, no, from the time.
From and then you would just be under the 2 week mark.
From when we from the arena.
Yeah, because you spent like
from 2 weeks, so
Yeah.
that'd be 14 days. So I've only got 10 days worth of food left.
Yeah, there's plenty of food. You can buy food here. You buy it at the regular price. There isn't really cheap food to get here.
Class. Class requirements are that I have to buy food every 30 days or I lose my morsel.
Yeah.
So I have to pay 10 gold. I can immediately refill my bag.
Yes.
I just don't want to do it too often because if I do it too often, then
you
I waste food.
Yeah. You can refill your rations. You could put your rations into your food.
I don't even think I have any rations. No, I don't.
That's what you could. So you could convert, instead of like buying food every 3 days, you could just convert like rations into your morsel stuff.
No, I've got 30 days worth of food. I've only got 10 left, so it depends on how long we're going to take till we get to the next town.
The next town isn't that far away. It's only like 4 days at most.
Yeah, so it'll be fine. So when I get there, I can then buy food to refill it.
It's supposed to be like a 3-4 day trip at most, because there are like regular like caravans that come this way from like mining that's in the mountains, because the city that's you're going to go to next is like a mining city.
Yeah.
So here there's like a lot of like metal coming through that's been mined and like refined and is ready to be sold to be made into weapons. So unless you're buying like raw metal or like raw food, it's basically the only things you can buy here. Or like some of the harder to get hold of weapons, like the one you were thinking of stealing.
I think I'm fine because I'll just get more food the next town over. And if not, or if we take longer than 10 days on this 4-day trip, then I can just salvage the food.
If you manage to spend 10 days on a 4-day what should be like a 4-day travel, I would be amazed.
Exactly.
Are you grabbing one of the many caravans that are going up that way to make it a little bit faster, or are you guys carrying on foot?
I shall leave it to Zylgor's, the leaders, I thought.
Because you could do a little bit more caravan protection up there.
You say there was a private?
Yes. Well, it's not really private caravans. It's more like companies that are like moving like metals and stuff that are like looking for like extra like guards here and there that you could like ride with them for like and get paid, which would cut your day from like 3 to 4 days at most to like maybe like 2 to 3 days, depending on like if something went wrong.
Might as well travel to get money. Might as well go with another caravan. Getting-
Is that travel to get money? I think your mic is going a bit toaster again, Cam.
Yep, sorry.
I was like you cut out there at the end, but I did get the gist of it.
So
Yeah.
is it caravan duty guard or buying a
could- And there are like companies that are like looking for people to do like work like come protect our caravan for like an amount of gold. If you don't ask any questions, would be more preferable. Which are like the sketchier deal, but they pay a bit better, but they're also sketchy as shit. Or there are people that are like, we'll give you like five gold a day to just make sure that there is no like beasts that attack us, which are more like legit like LLC companies that are like backed by like a proper name.
And are they going up to the
Yes,
mines?
they're going up to get more of the mining export.
We'll take the private company. They pay better.
The sketchier company that's paying you like 10 gold a day.
Yes, but you're more likely to be betrayed.
Yep, as you are like, we'll do that. This guy is like, sure, then we'll leave. We'll leave now if you guys don't have any problems.
I have no problems.
This guy like just like looking at him screams like he might mug you in an alley. Like he's not dressed shady. Just like looking at him, you get the distinct feeling that he would be the kind of person that you would find in a dark alley, taking you for your coins.
Oh no, we're not going with sketchy. We're going with private.
Oh, you're going. Then private pays. If you're buying like a fully private, you'd have to pay for that, or you'd go for like a company, like a public company.
Yeah,
They pay less. The companies are paying less. He's paying more.
No, that's what I meant. We're going with a company.
The companies, the LLCs.
More
then-
legitimate and less stressful work. Maybe.
then if you're not going with a guy that would mug you in an alley, there is this kind of like not like fully like rotund guy who's like, yes, should be like 2 or 3 days. Just as long as nothing bad happens, it should be fine. We're going to be moving liquids up there, which will cover your costs, as these are some explosives as well. As they're like pretty much like ready to go as well. There's not really like room to like ride for a lot of you, so some of you will still have to like walk.
Not me.
At least you're getting paid. So I'll say roll 2 perception checks. As long as there's no like nat ones, you'll get there within like the 2 days. If there's a nat 1, you'll get there within 3 because you'll have complications.
Wait, how many seats are they having? Are they?
They have a small kind of guard rotation in one, which has like 8 seats total.
8 seats. Okay, so then pretty much with my character on her horse next to it, Everyone else should have plenty of
Uh,
seeing.
No, they have some miners that are going up with them, and some other like kind of like hired muscle that are going up as well. So there's like 8 seats left total, and then there's like some miscellaneous stuff as well that's going up. And that's not including anyone else that decides to join like last second. But for the time being, most of you can get in except Zylgor, who is a little bit too big for their wagon. Can I get 2 D100 as well from someone?
Yep.
You don't need D12 because I rolled the weather dice. I don't need D12.
That is 96.
96. And a second D100.
55.
55. Oh my.
Aha, you have accepted the cursed D100. It is very cursed as well, because it's
yeah, it is extremely cursed.
2 Pokemon dice and 1 D20 with only 1 0 to 9. This is the ultimate curse.
Hey, Shaggy.
Oh, hello. As I do not have this town. Also, hello, Shaggy. As ignore the name, I'm about to upload the map. I'm about to just change the map because you skipped this town. Why is it not letting me change the map? Goodbye, map. You are no longer necessary. Hello, map that is very necessary. I did not totally have time to do this earlier. I may have just fallen asleep. As you come into this relatively not like big mining town, but it's like, you know, the old like mining towns of like the gold rush days where it's all just kind of like buildings kind of stacked on top of each other randomly. It's like that. So there's not many buildings, but the buildings go up vertically quite far. So there's some like really absurdly like tall buildings, like 4 or 5 story tall buildings here. As like off in the distance, you just hear this muffled boom, like audible enough that you kind of like all hear it, but it's quiet enough that it sounded like it was deep underground. You just hear the kind of muffled thud of an explosion going off somewhere in the distance. You're not sure where it came from or what exploded, but something exploded, and no one seemed to care about it. So it would be up to people if they cared about it or not. What?
Yes, panic.
Panic. It's like there's an explosion, no one bats an eye, and you guys just start panicking. The only people panicking.
Wait, can I make everyone panic?
Not the people that came with you. Your own group, probably.
Yes, why not? Let's make them panic. How would I panic them?
Persuasion, and say something to panic them. And then it would be their insight versus your persuasion.
And that is 17 plus 6.
What are you saying to them? Because you have to say something to them.
The whole town is blowing up from underneath. The Tarask is coming to kill us.
A couple of
sure is a pickle.
A couple of the miners laugh. If you wish to believe him or believe Abigail or not, that is up to people. People can insight Abigail. The miners kind of laugh at you.
I mean, I can easily see that people are not giving a shit.
Yeah, no one audibly or visually gives a shit. I mean, there is like one person that's kind of like looks up, that's kind of like on like a tower, that is like looking up at the mountain that you can see. They look to be like the only person that cares. They might be someone that's watching like a landslide just in case there's like a landslide, but they don't seem to care. They have like a bell in like a tower that they're like looking with a spyglass up to the mountains that you can see in the background.
How many rare are Tarasks?
Yes. Yes is the answer to that question. And just yes. No other answer.
So, rare as...
There is one. There is only one in existence.
Yes, but you never know where it might be.
Just only... Why cannot it make kids?
Because it is a non-gendered herald created by a god. It is the herald of a god that was created.
Is it possible to clone creatures?
I mean, yes, but why you would ever clone a Tarask, I don't fucking know.
Because it could be your pet.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure.
Does Tarask speak?
No.
Do Tarasks have mouths?
Yes. They eat...
Okay.
Yes, big enough to eat an entire city.
Okay, excellent. We
We can feed a Tarask.
Yes, it can only eat entire cities without giving a shit.
Okay, well,
But
funny thing is, if we ever encounter a Tarask, just note that if I force it to eat hardened bread, it will actually clog up its throat. Yes,
I'm not gonna tell you the answer to that question because of the amount of immunities it actually has, but you'll have a fun time figuring out that that's not how that works. But anyway,
No, that is how hardened bread works. Hardened bread literally says, let me find it on the list.
does it cause asphyxiation? Because if the answer is yes, it can literally breathe in space.
Hardened bread baked to be harder than stone. When ingested, it breaks into chunks and clogs the throat.
Yes, but is it to stop it from breathing? Because if so, it can literally survive in space with no oxygen forever.
No, it is to cause bludgeoning damage.
Oh, bludgeoning.
Oh.
Oh wow. Oh wow. What a shame. It's only immune to that. What
How
a
does
shame.
stone?
What a shame.
How does a stone in someone's throat cause bludgeoning damage?
I don't know, but is anyone?
Because in your throat, it's basically. Have you eaten a chunk of stone?
Anyway.
No,
Besides
that does
all that.
cutting damage.
Anyway.
No.
Anyway.
How do you cut yourself with bread?
Because
Okay,
the chunks go sharp when you cut.
Anyway. Anyway. Please.
I want to hear this. How do you?
No. Stop.
Okay,
right.
DMs.
Yes.
bread.
The DM's
secret
decision.
to-
Stop.
No, wait,
Or-
wait, wait. In messages in Discord, Jamie.
Yes. Please type. Please type
Okay.
it because I'm trying to run the game now. Thank you. Is anyone looking for anything before heading to the guild headquarters that is here? Zylgor, you do know where it is located.
I think I've been here before.
No, you were told where it's located before you left. The three of you were given its location within the city. It is a stone tower that is just outside of the city near the mountains. That is supposedly an old guard tower for the city. So it's not exactly going to be difficult to find.
Is it here we're reporting to, or is it we're just going straight up? to the mountain?
Yes, you're to report into there to see if any updates have been made, and then they'll give you a guide to go up the mountains, because there is actually passageways that you cannot go up the mountains because it's actively being mined, and if you go that way, you might have your limbs blown off from, explosions. You might catch the SADs and maybe die in a landslide. So there are specific paths that you have to take up the mountain.
Zylgor will head towards the guard tower and see if there's people inside.
You guys are paid your 10 gold.
All of us?
Yes.
Even Abigail?
Yes. If you help guard the caravan, you are paid 10 gold.
Yes, I've been riding alongside it in my horse.
They didn't care if you were riding in it to protect it or riding alongside it to protect it, as long as you were there to protect it.
I was also trying to figure out how to use my longbow. Whoa.
kind of had explosives in the wagon that they didn't want people setting off. But unless people are following Zylgor, is anyone not following Zylgor? Sorry, is a better question.
What is he exactly doing?
He is going to the guild outpost.
I shall be following.
I'm gonna follow him.
As Abigail, you are the only person that is technically not in that group for the guard outpost. Are you following them?
Good question. What benefits will I get following them?
They are going up the mountain.
So you benefit with me staying behind.
I mean, if you were going up the mountain, you could arrange your own travel up the mountain whilst they're arranging theirs.
Well, technically, I already have my own arrangements. My horse.
It's more like a guide. You'll still need like a guide to get up the mountain. Otherwise, you will again catch the SADs in an explosion and potentially be thrown off of the mountain, as the mountain is an active mining site.
Yeah, but I assume I can still follow the other.
Yes, only if you're following them just now.
Okay, I guess I'll do that.
Yes. Darius? What is Darius doing? Is Darius just staying with everyone?
Shaggy.
Never mind. He might be doing stuff.
Oh my god, Jamie.
But anyway, unless anyone is like doing any shopping, you head to this. It's not far outside of the city. You go down this road, maybe about like 5 minutes. It's I don't put it on the map because I forgot. It's like literally just here on this corner. I may have forgot to put it on the map because I may have rushed this map. But as you walk into this large kind of stone-built tower, also like same as the town, like several stories tall. It's quite a large building. As there is a dwarf kind of like the front desk that's kind of like, "Oh, welcome to the Rantauns Guild Outpost Mercenary Headquarters. How can I help yous? We are guards for hire, and we'll pretty much take any job that pays."
Zylgor will just like throw down an emblem, just like really hard onto the table.
So you're from actual headquarters then. So What brings yous up this way then?
I was meant to be the muscle. Everyone else has died in the mercenary group apart from these two stragglers.
Oh,
Anyone turns down from the mountain.
no one. If it's that, then no one's yet come down. There was a guy that went up there by himself that came down, but none of our guys that went up have come down yet. We did send another follow-up crew after them. Fun fact, they also haven't come back. So if you find them, could you bring them back as well? However, I have a funny feeling whatever the fuck is going up there isn't coming down, probably being by a dragon. Oh yeah, fun fact, there's been sights of a dragon. Fuck knows where it is currently. It's apparently blue. If it is blue, I don't know. I'll have to go upstairs and speak to the boss.
Why am I talking to you then if you are not the boss?
As
Because you just asking, but come on then. As he kind of like gets up, like lifts, as you're like in front of him, he's like, ah. I have you been up the mountain before?
which one am I talking to?
There's still the dwarf that's kind of like walking a little bit behind you. We'll have to arrange someone to take you through the mining site because it's kind of currently a bit of a shit show. You don't want to go up the wrong path, otherwise you might get trapped in one of the landslides. Also, there's, in case you didn't hear, they're using explosives to mine. You could get caught in that, and he kind of like does the, you know, the awkward kind of like hand thing, like where he touches his fingers together. It doesn't end very prettily. Tends to leave a lot of pieces.
I take it is like the boss's door like locked or?
No, it's currently like open, as there's like a human man in there that's like far darker complexion than you've seen out here. You're not sure where he could be from, as he's currently like in the process of like leaving, as he kind of like almost like bumps into you as he's like saying goodbye and like doing that like backwards kind of like the backwards like almost walking into someone thing, where he kind of like bumps into you for a brief second, looks at you as like, oh terribly sorry, and like just goes like kind of like around you as like the door is still like open, as the guy like inside just like, don't shut the fucking door then.
Yeah, Zylgor will have to do the whole like hand at the top of the door frame, like bend in and just emerge into the room.
Yeah.
In front of the guy.
There's another far older human sitting behind this desk, as he's like, well, at least the fuck are you? Jesus Christ.
What I am is hungry.
Well then.
We have been sent from the Rantaun headquarters. We want to know how many men have not come back. If you are boss, I am not talking to this book. I want 5 men in the morning and a guide, and we leave.
Done and done. As for the amount of people that went up there, there's about 8 that are currently missing, plus 2 guides, so that would take it to 10 total.
What about other mercenary group that was sent before us?
Yeah, that's the first group plus the second group, which were groups of 4, 2 groups of 4 plus their guide, so that's 10 people total. There's supposedly someone that came down, but if he wasn't anyone that we sent up, it was a bit, crazy. Outside of that, you want 5 additional? I'll see what I can do about the 5. Not really too keen on sending more people up there to die. No offense. But
I take a. I have never died.
he just kind of like pauses, says nothing, and then just kind of like, I'll see what I can do for extra muscle. Outside of that, there's not much that we know about up there outside of it's an old dwarven settlement.
Then find someone who does in the morning.
It's a settlement. He goes over to a book, kind of like blows. Well, problem is, all the dwarfs that were up there, kind of, well, let's just say, haven't been around for a while. Like, a really, really long while. Last known, he like looks through the book. The last known dwarven activity up there was maybe about 3,000 to 4,000 years ago. So people that know stuff about up there kinda don't really exist. That's why we sent people up there in the first place. To try and get information about that was lost about up there. And try and retrieve anything that's up there. But outside of that, we have precisely a location. It is dwarvish, and we know fuck all else about it outside of it has consumed 10 of our men.
I'm
And
sure
made one person mad.
I will consume it. We leave in the morning.
Wait, sure. He's just like, I guess it gives him time. Do you have somewhere to stay for the evening? Wait, how many of you are registered?
I have.
You would know what he means by registered by the amount of people that are actually guild indoctrinated, which would just be you.
There are only 2 or 3 initiated.
Okay, and how many guild members? Only guild members can stay here. No one that's being indoctrinated can stay in the building. They have to find their own.
Dragin was a member.
Nope.
I am
it-
initiative.
He came in with me.
Yes.
Wait, so Therein,
It-
me,
it was-
and who else is on initiative?
Abigail. It's basically the only person who is initiated is Zylgor.
Wait, Abigail.
Abigail also is
Ep-
completely uninitiated and wasn't even invited to join the
wait.
organization.
So wait. Me and Therein, we were invited and we are in the initiative, like, we are
Yeah.
in the starting phase of the guild.
Yes, and then,
Abigail doesn't have a clue what the guild is. I mean,
well,
maybe
Abigail,
does, but you know what I mean.
Yes, Abigail would have an extreme knowledge of the guild, as they're pretty much like the only guild in existence here, because they've
Abigail
consumed.
doesn't
They
have
can
plan to join, does she?
not unless she wants to, but
Well,
she could pipe up to join just now, and then you have Daeris, who is also an initiate, who was invited to join. as only people that are initiated can stay in our tower, since that is the rules here. If you are uninitiated, then it's not my problem.
I shall go find a room then.
See ya, go fuck. Yeah, nothing.
It's kind of, it's not anything against the uninitiated. It's just this is an active military outpost. We are actively the only military in this region of shitfuck nowhere. If this place goes on alert, you have to be fighting ready. We have to know that you can fight and withstand going to potential fucking war with a dragon or any of the other shit that comes down from that mountain, like, I don't know, the giants. You feel like fighting a giant?
Okay, you made a point.
Yeah, you need to be trained. We need to be assured that you're capable. It's less about the you're not capable, it's more we need the assurance. Him, if he's initiated, he's proven. You's unproven, can't trust yous.
I don't think I'll prove my character.
Can I just ask, what is the building made of?
It's mostly stone. It's like, however, there is ways of proving yourself. To me, that would be, fighting aforementioned giants or dragons. Because I can approve you, he can approve you.
Pretty sure we can kill Dragin.
But unless he's kind of like pointing at Zylgor, unless the big guy approves you or I approve you, no staying in this tower tonight. So technically Zylgor could approve all of you and bypass it, but that would be
I'm
up to
surprised he didn't do it already.
That would be up to Zylgor.
I'm guessing Zylgor will say, no, fuck off, find your own room, there we go.
What does Zylgor say to the ability to approve people? It technically is your job.
Already eaten 2 people who have already been approved. These are unapproved. I am yet to eat them if they fail. Throw them in the barracks. I assume you have a barracks.
You're basically in it. But, yes, for the night, if you are just staying at the closest place to here, you will be a little bit more expensive than usual at 8 silver for a night stay.
Is there nowhere cheaper?
There is places cheaper, but that's just like the closest.
I mean,
if you
that
go,
other option is more preferable than the barracks, I would say.
you are unable to stay in the barracks, remember?
They didn't just...
No, Zylgor said that to stay in the barracks. He was kind of like, you're in it. They can't stay here unless they're initiated.
Didn't the old man just say that Zylgor can approve anybody?
Yeah, Zylgor can approve anybody, but Zylgor didn't say that he was approving you.
But he just told the old man to throw us in the barracks.
That is not approval. That is him just saying throw them in the barracks, which is basically throw them to the street to him.
Okay.
Approval is yes, I approve of these people and I trust them with my life.
I mean, if you were to get approved, you would probably get eaten. Just saying.
Zylgor might try to eat you. Yes, maybe.
Which alignment is Zylgor? That's my... Yeah, which alignment? Like... Yeah.
I don't know. What alignment are you, Zylgor? Like,
What?
what alignment are you? It's like neutral something, isn't it?
It's just
Chaotic
neutral.
evil.
Just neutrally, just neutral evil.
Also, Dragon, earlier when you said what was spelling me out, 1, no arson, and 2, Zylgor, what the fuck?
It's Zylgor. Do you expect any less? If you're
Fair.
going somewhere cheaper, you can get somewhere that's the cheapest place you can find, because there's not many places to stay here. Most people live here kind of permanently. They don't get many visitors out here. So the cheapest, if you're going for the cheapest place, it's gonna be like 9 copper.
I'll go for the cheapest place.
Which is a
I'm
little
gonna
bit.
take the one with 8 silver.
It's a little bit further away.
It's okay. It's not like it's 2 hours away. I can easily wake up in time and get there.
Yeah,
Even before anyone else.
Yeah, it's like as you would come into the town. But, yes. Outside of that, you have like the middle option, which is like 4 silver.
Question,
Where's-
how much money do I even have?
How much money you have currently? Because I've been keeping track of it. You have. Oh, sorry. No, I haven't. I may have forgotten. You have about. Add another 8. You have about 40 gold. And
Damn.
2 copper. However, it's not all in gold. I just have put it in gold because it's easier. It's mostly in like copper and silver and like the occasional piece of gold.
It's quite a lot.
It is quite a lot. You can stay here easily. I will actually convert some. But where are you staying? Are you staying in the one that's 8 silver, 4 silver, or 8 copper?
4 silver.
Wait, where's the one that costs 4 silver?
It's not the closest. It's kind of like the far side of town. So you've got one here. You've got the one
I
that's
wish you would have told me that.
Wait,
yeah. So you're. Let me mark them. So you've got the closest one.
You don't have your stream. I'm not gonna look up your stream on Twitch.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna show it in just a second. 2 seconds. I'm gonna change it in just a second. I'm gonna do it in Discord in just a second. So I've marked the three locations. Or well, yes, I have marked the 3 locations. I am correct in my marking. So the three squares are your places you can stay. So this is the closest because that is the barrack that is there. So that's the closest. That's the next, and then that's like the farthest away, which is the cheapest.
9 copper.
Yes, that's the cheapest. Then that's the second cheapest, and then that's the most expensive.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay in the one that's most expensive.
Cool.
Because it's closest.
Dragin is there. Zylgor is staying for free. I believe Abigail, I believe that you have stuff with Bard that allows you to stay places for free. I just remembered about that it physically exists. And it's like level 1 Bard as well.
Are you not
No.
thinking of the entertainer background?
Or is it just Entertainer? I thought it was just Bard in general.
Well, no, my only background is being a tavern, being the daughter of a owner. So unless that gets me some sort of privileges, then no.
No. What? Ah. I mean, I would say yes, actually. If you were going to help them in some way, shape, or form, you could get a discount.
Yeah, I could help them with. Well, I've got my chef's seat that'll ask me to help with them with cooking, and I can also perform for them.
Yeah, so I would
So
say
I
you.
can I can literally provide food and entertainment for the night.
Yeah, so I would say you could take like half off of stays.
Only 4 silver, sweet. How much is the gold to silver ratio? Okay,
10.
oh, only
10.
got gold, so
10.
I get 6 silver. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I mean, you can, like, when you get paid in gold, you can choose to get paid in, like, silver and copper just to make it easier so that you have silver and copper on you.
Ah, that's fine.
But unless, because you still have, like, half a day, is anyone doing anything for, like, the other half of the day whilst they're here before nighttime, after you've sorted out, like, rooms and stuff like that?
Can I go look for a magic or a potion shop?
You could go look for a herbalist, yes. Not magic, because again, you are literally in the definition of, like, where the fuck am I? Is this place even on the map? Kind of like territory.
I mean, if it's on the herbalist, then it's useless. For me, I mean.
You can find a herbalist really easily. You don't have to roll for it. This place you can travel the entire length of the city in about half an hour.
But there's not a potion shop.
No, there is. There's a herbalist. That's what a herbalist is. A herbalist.
Sure.
Yes, a herbalist is someone that would make potions. An apothecary is the location of where they work.
Apotheker. Okay. Apothecary. Okay.
Yes, because they kind of do have an apothecary because people get ill, and apothecaries are like the closest thing to like a doctor. In fact, they usually are the doctor.
Okay, sure, I'm gonna go there.
It's relatively easy to find. Mostly because it's signed. I've forgotten what this place is called. I'll remember it later because I can't be bothered opening the place notes. As you walk into it, it's like it's like enter generic person's name, apothecary kind of deal. I can't remember what it is.
Dave's Apothecary.
Yeah, we'll just call it Dave's Apothecary for now. As you walk into it, there are a couple of people there buying like general like herbal like remedies that are pretty common and stuff like that for like fevers and stuff. As the guy is like, "Oh, what can I do for you? What can I get for you?" We've got everything from things that deal with the wet poos. Some people like to call it. Don't ask. Don't want to know. Got things for people that get a little bit too much of the explosive powder in them. Tend to get the shakes. That's what they do. Or we've got some general anti-poisons, anti-toxins. Don't really do much of they outside of general medical remedies, or like I've got some medical supplies if you need.
I'm just looking for some unique potions, not healing or curing specifically, but just some unique potions, I guess.
The most unique stuff he has is the stuff that would deal with like the explosive shakes for if you inhale too much of the explosives powder. Because apparently if you inhale a lot of it, it can give you violent tremors, which would basically give you disadvantage on attacks. This basically
Wait, does
cures that.
Okay. Does an apothecary only have like cures, healing,
Yes,
and
yeah, he can. He also has like basic general like first aid kits that you could buy as well. He has them as well.
I was more taking something like basically any other potion. Like I don't know if I know what potions exist in D&D, but I'm just gonna make some up like potion of strength or
Potion of strength. He does not have many magic potions. Mostly because he doesn't specialize in magic potions.
All right, thank you.
He does.
And I'm gonna leave.
He does have. He has like 2, but they're not great ones.
I wanna hear them. Which ones?
What are these again? One of them is what essentially would allow you to breathe for an extended period of time without oxygen in like an enclosed environment with very little oxygen, which if you got trapped in like a landslide would maybe be useful. Or oh no, actually he does have a potion of strength. Holy shit! But it is very expensive.
How much?
The potion of strength is like 200 gold.
Fuck you.
It's like
Fuck
one
this
of the
shop.
it's one of the it literally boosts your strength by like it's not just any strength, it's stone giant strength, which is one of the rarest
Is there
potions.
some kind of I guess dexterity potion or something like that?
He could try to whip you up one, but it would
Like something that increases my dexterity.
yeah, he could try to whip you up one. It would cost you a little bit more than a normal potion would, but he could do it relatively easily by like the morning.
Actually, you know what? Forget about it.
It would cost you about 80 gold to get done.
No, I don't really even have a use for dexterity. Hey, forget about it. I'm just gonna leave. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Very well. Is anyone else looking for anything?
Not really.
Darius, are you looking for anything?
Can I look for someone to get rid of my curse?
Your curse would have passed by now. It passes naturally.
Okay, good.
Wait, doesn't it last 51 days?
No, he took remove curse. He can cast remove curse on himself.
Oh,
But wouldn't that just cast a different spell on me though?
I mean, oh yeah, no, it would actually. Yeah, no, it would actually cast a different spell, maybe potentially.
I'm being a good person, unlike Dragin.
I mean, it's a D100.
Daeris, you're the reason why we almost destroyed an entire city because of
Oh, be
ghouls.
quiet, I don't care.
What is the wild magic table thing again for casting the spell? For just being normal. Source there. I need to look up. I need to.
The wrong person if you're talking to me.
I was talking to myself. Oh.
Good.
All you have to do is roll really low.
Could I roll for him?
No, he has to roll. He has
F
to roll.
you,
He
Dragon.
has to roll
God
it
damn
himself.
it. Why can't I?
He has to
I
roll
have
it.
the unluckiest dice. Why cannot I?
So that is up to you if you're willing to take that risk. You could do it whilst you're traveling. It's easily done. Are you going to do that, or are you going to just wait out the days? Or are you going to go ask to see if there's someone that could do it?
Shaggy.
Also, goddamn,
Who's watching that?
I don't know. It's Jamie's watching something that we can hear.
Hmm?
We can hear what you're watching.
Okay.
Shit. Are you asking someone for help, or are you casting spells? We'll get back to that then. But if no one else is doing anything, we can go to the morning, when I will roll. Zylgor wanted 5 people. Best he can do is 4. It's 4 additional people plus the guide, so that is 5 people total that you're getting. Will that do for Zylgor? It's the amount of people that are willing to go. You can't force people to go up there, sadly.
Zylgor can force people to go, but no, it's fine.
As if everyone is gathered, then you start to make your way up the mountain. Make a perception check, whoever is leading. Also, what is your marching order? This is a single. This is like most of it is. You can sometimes get two people. It's mostly single file, however. Just
I'll
to
be somewhere in the middle.
yeah. Like your guide is out absolute front, and then it's like you can place yourselves wherever, but your guide has to be absolute front and center. And this is kind of important. So is Therein is in the middle. Where's Zylgor? Are you behind the guide?
Zylgor's up front behind the guide, yeah.
Yeah. We'll say that your 4 pumpkins are mixed in the middle with Therein.
And I go all the way in the back.
Yeah, sure. You go behind, and you will be the rear guard. You will take all of the damage as the rear guard.
And where is Daeris?
I do not know. Where is Darius in all of this? Shaggy, if you're speaking, your mic is not coming through.
My mic is in fact connected. It's just being trash. But can I stand and tell Dragon?
Yes, you can.
How is this thing not connected?
Where is Abigail in this? Are you with your parents who are... They're not middle, they're kind of like upper mid. Or are you going somewhere at the end? I threw all my dice on the floor. Abigail?
He is muted.
I know. Do. Just before we finish.
Before hey.
Jamie, you're muted.
Hmm?
Where's Abigail going just before we call it a night in the lineup? So I have Guide, Zylgor, Bumpkins, Therein, Dragin, and Daeris at the kind of end, and then your mum and dad are kind of up in the more front section with.
Wait, why is the guy at the back?
The guide is the guide leading you up the mountain. Why would he be at the back? He knows where it is safe.
Good question.
Why would the guide be at the back? The guide is so it's the guide, then it's Zylgor, then it's the kind of middle bumpkins.
Okay, I thought you were all saying at the back.
No, then at the back. Then at the back you've got Darius and Dragin. So
well,
you could
I'll
be
go
kind
even
of
further behind there because I'm on horseback. So if I go at the very back, then I can A, more easily see stragglers, and B, look over the entire caravan. And I won't
Oh
be a
no,
massive
this
block.
is like at best double. Like you can get two people in a like side by side here. It's mostly single file like lines up this mountain.
Yeah,
very narrow path.
Well, A, I'm elevated because of the horse, and B, I'm a massive like blockade.
On a horse.
So I might as well be at the back. So because nobody needs to see over me if I'm at the back, and I can see over everyone.
You may struggle to see over Zylgor as you're going up a mountain.
Yes, but if Zylgor's at the front, then that's okay. Because if I can see everyone, then I'm happy.
Yes, you will probably have to ditch your horse at some point in time because at some point in time this will not be able to take a horse. Horses typically don't go up the mountain.
Well, we'll see where we are when we get there.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But for just now, as you are slowly kind of winding your way up this mountain, as there's a small storm at the very tip, that is where we are going to stop for this evening. I am going to try and fix this dumbass broken shit later, because I kind of need it for tomorrow. I'm hoping that this website reconnects for tomorrow, because I kind of want to stream tomorrow. I would like to not be super scuffed. Yeah, I've been pretty busy the past couple of days. I've also not been super well the past couple of days, so I've not really been able to stream because I've only kind of really recently got my voice back properly. Because as Ryce and Cam know, I kind of had voice problems the past couple of days. But I am now back up with full voice. Huzzah. But thank yous for coming, and I will hope to see yous tomorrow if I don't pause the music. Goodbye.